Okay, let's begin. Good morning once again, and welcome to this free introductory session of Life and Breath. Let me introduce who we are for those of you who don't know us, who have come for the first time. Pratibim Charitable Trust was established in 2018. We are a 5-year-old NGO dedicated to spreading the knowledge, which is an ancient Indian knowledge, which deals essentially with the human body and the human mind. To promote peace and harmony, not only in the individual, but also in the whole society. So if we ourselves and people around us are like-minded, we are on the same platform, on the same page, then chances are that we will cultivate harmony in the society. It was established for the purpose of teaching spiritual breathing exercises, techniques of meditation, and laws of living. And this we will cover over the next 20 weeks, beginning from next Sunday. Can I again request those of you who have kept your microphones on, please switch them on so that off so that there is no disturbance. Please switch off your microphones. Humble request. Thank you so much. A little bit about myself. My name is Praveen Mankar and I am a pharmacist and an industrial consultant. I started learning the science in 2005. In 2011, I became a basic course teacher. In 2017, an advanced course teacher. We are now conducting teachers training workshops. The first batch of teachers have already rolled out. The second batch is underway. And that in brief is about me. Let's talk about life. Jivan or Zindagi. And for those of you who are not from India and do not understand the Indian language, Hindi, pardon me when I lapse into Hindi, but I will cover it up in English so you don't miss anything. Sometimes it is easier to talk in the vernacular because it is more impactful for the Indian audiences. But for those of you who are non-Indians, I will cover everything in English so you don't have to worry. So when we talk of Zindagi, there are a lot of songs that come to mind. And we as a community are interested in songs, dance, music. And we connect with several depictions in our movies. And here are some of the songs which I have listed, in which the word Zindagi, which essentially means life, comes in the lyrics. Unfortunately, many of us who are musically oriented pay attention to the music and get impressed by the music. And in our lopsided approach to the songs, we miss out on the lyrics. But the lyrics have a deeper impact, deeper meaning, and we don't pay much attention. Just as we don't pay much attention to life itself. We all live lives, but we don't pay attention to our own lives the way we should be paying attention to. We pay attention to a lot of different subjects in our life, but not to life itself. And that's what we are trying to attempt in this course. For some, life is a mystery, and people struggle in trying to solve this mystery from birth till the end. For some, life is a riddle or a puzzle or a maze. And again, we are trying to fit the jigsaw puzzle, or we are trying to solve that riddle. For some, life is a journey, the journey between birth and death. And that is interesting because birth and death begins with two letters of the alphabet, B and D, but it misses the alphabet, the letter of the alphabet C in between. So in the journey between birth and death, the letter C is very important because the letter C defines your life. And C stands for choice. Your life is your choice, knowingly or unknowingly. You have chosen to live the way you are living currently, either happily or unhappily. It is your choice. Now, some of you might wonder, how can I choose to live unhappily? You don't realize it, but by the choices you have made in life along the way, you have created either conditions of happiness or conditions of unhappiness for yourself. It is your choice that has created the conditions of your life as of now. Then for some, life is a battle. You will see people are constantly battling. They are quarreling. They are fighting. For them, life is a constant battle to be won. To be won or to be lost. It depends on which side of the battle you are on. For some, life is a struggle or a challenge, and some people enjoy the challenge and some people hate the struggle. So there are various ways of looking at life, but none of us has a definitive formula of looking at life. None of us have a definitive game plan of living life. Sometimes we meander through life. Sometimes we are swept away in life. Sometimes we drift in life. Things keep happening to us, and we feel at times that we are not in control of our life. So life is about us, and we are all human beings. And unfortunately, we have missed this point that we are all human beings. We are all cultivated identically. And here is what we are. We are essentially a body, mind, and energy. Whether you are born in America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, all of us have been given a body which is identical. The head is at the top and the feet are at the bottom, and all the organs are in the appropriate places. No two human beings are born differently in structure. Structurally, we are identical. And then we also have a mind, which is a thinking mind called the conscious mind, and a feeling mind, which is the emotional mind. And all human beings, again, anywhere in this world, have an identical mind, the thinking mind and the emotional mind. I mean, you will not find that the Chinese anger is different from the Argentinian anger. Or you will not find that the mother's love in Kenya is different from mother's love in Korea. The mental framework is identical, you go anywhere in this world. And the third and the most important thing which we often neglect is the energy inside all human beings. You are energized, I am energized, everybody who's attending in this class today are energized by that Shakti, that energy which we call as life force or prana energy or the spirit. We don't pay enough attention to it. Today I introduced myself to you as Praveen Mankar. I am standing or sitting in front of you, talking to you. You are listening to me and understanding that Praveen Mankar is speaking to you. All this is thanks to that energy which is energizing my speech, my motion, my mannerisms in front of you. The day this energy leaves my body, none of you will recognize me as Praveen Mankar. On that day, I will merely be a body. People who come to my house will say, बॉडी को उठाओ, बॉडी को हार पहनाओ, बॉडी को क्रेमेटोरियम में लेके जाओ, बॉडी को जलाओ. Nobody will say Praveen Mankar ko uthao. I lose my identity the day I lose the energy component in my life. So we are all constructed with these three major components. The universe didn't differentiate us. The universe gave us identical bodies, identical minds, and identical prana energy. The universe didn't recognize anything else. Now, unfortunate part is, in the process of growing up, we created stories and we started believing our stories, which was not the game plan when we were born. And these stories I'm putting up on the screen in front of you. We created the story that I am American and you are an Asian. The universe did not create America and Asia. The universe created Earth. We created America and Asia. Now you will say the universe created black man and a white man. That black and white is also our terminology. The universe created man. You decided to classify him as a black man and a white man because you saw a different color. You didn't see the man, you saw the color. We decided that I am rich and you are poor. We decided that I am illiterate, you are literate. Or I am a Christian and you are a Muslim or a Hindu or a Buddhist or a Parsi or a Sikh. I decided the religion. I decided the structure. I decided the relativity that you are tall, I am short. I decided thin, fat. I decided civilized, uncivilized. I decided the differences of the region, the Punjabi, the Malayali. I decided the gender, the man and the woman. But you will say the universe created the gender. Yes, but I highlighted the difference in the gender. I didn't consider gender equality. I considered dominance of one gender over the other. Then I decided adult and child. And again, there was a story created that the adult is more knowledgeable than the child. And many a times we have been proved wrong, that the adults can be stupid and the children can be wiser and more knowledgeable. So all these differences are the stories that were woven around the body, mind, and the energy. And then we started glorifying these differences. And that's how the world has become that place where diversity has been glorified. And though there is a slogan, unity in diversity, the unity has been destroyed. And because the unity has been destroyed, our peace of mind and our conditions of life have been in turmoil. So let's see how we can address this. All these are stories or narratives created by man at different points of time in the history of mankind. Let's look at our instrument of living. And as I said, body, mind, and spirit. The body is divided into systems. And when I say systems, there is an organization. My respiratory system is an organized structure. My digestive system is an organized framework. My reproductive system, my excretory system, my circulatory system, all these are systems which are very well organized. And I have no role to play in that organization. The universe created my systems in my body. So my physical body is a highly organized structure. And in that highly organized structure with systems, there are highly specialized organs that comprise the systems. My lungs are highly specialized to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide from the air that I breathe. My heart is designed to pump blood all over the body. My brain is designed to receive and transmit information. Every organ in my body is made up of specialized cells. The cells of my pancreas can produce insulin. The cells of my liver are not capable of producing insulin. So every cell in my specialized organs in the body are typically designed. Somebody is an architect, somebody is a doctor, somebody is an engineer, somebody is an artist, somebody is a sports person. Like different people in the society, different organs in the body with different cells in those organs are constructed for a special purpose. The basic structure of every construction is the atom. And the atom is ubiquitous. The atom is uniform anywhere. The atom is made up of a proton and some electrons circulating around the proton. So if you go down to the basics, even the stone is made up of atoms, and the atom has protons and electrons are moving. So in a so-called immobile stone, there is an energy that keeps the atom, the electrons in the atom moving. So essentially, the whole universe is atomic in nature. You and I are also atomic in nature. We don't realize it. We don't look at ourselves as bundles of atomic energy. If you look at the mind, the human mind is made up of the conscious component and the subconscious component, and we will learn in a fair amount of detail during the course how these minds are made and how these minds function, and what are the difficulties we encounter because of wrongly programmed minds. We will talk about this. And then, of course, the Prana Shakti. We won't talk much about the Prana Shakti, but we will experience Prana Shakti and the changes in our consciousness towards the Prana Shakti. Today, we are not conscious of the Prana Shakti inside us. We are conscious of the Prana Shakti only at the time of crisis, when some of our near or dear ones are hospitalized in critical condition and we have the fear of losing them. That is the time we talk of the prana. प्राण जाने के chances हैं, बचना मुश्किल है. We talk in those terms that we might lose this relative, he might die. And that is the time we talk of this life force or life energy. We deal with our body and we deal with the physical health, and many a times we deal with ill health. And here are some of the conditions that we deal with. We deal with cardiac diseases. We are familiar with angiography, angioplasty, bypass medicines. We deal with kidney failure, dialysis, and currently transplant is the buzzword. We deal with liver damage, cirrhosis of the liver, transplantation of the liver. We deal with brain, the stroke, the clot in the brain, trying to dissolve the clot or remove it by an operation. We deal with the pancreas and its malfunction leading to diabetes. We talk of insulin. We take insulin as an external medication. We deal with diabetes through other forms of medication. We deal with the risks associated with diabetes. We deal with joint pains, arthritis, gout. We deal with restricted movements. We deal with replacement of the hip, the replacement of the knees. We deal with lung deterioration. We survive with inhalers, nebulizers, steroids, and transplants. And then we also deal with that dreadful cancer with its chemotherapy and radiotherapy and whatnot, and all the ill effects of the treatment. And all this is extremely expensive. You and I spend tons of money in just restoring our health. Now imagine, some of us have slogged throughout our lives, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. We have made a nice packet. We have saved that money intelligently. We have invested that money, and we are also getting returns on investment. And in one single stroke, that entire money has been taken away by your hospital, by your cardiologist, by your oncologist, by your diabetologist. So essentially, you and I have been working throughout our lives to make somebody else rich. And that does not make a lot of sense. At least to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. That why are we toiling in life to make somebody else rich? Can I not enjoy my hard-earned money myself? Of course I can. But then somebody else argues and says that I am making money so that I take care of my health when I am requiring medical assistance or hospitalization. But can I retain that money without medical assistance and hospitalization if I can understand how to take care of myself? And many of us have answered yes to that. I would be glad not to spend money on medication and hospitalization, and I would be glad to use that money for world tours and travels and my own fun at the time when I have a lot of free time on hand. Why should I be spending that money on hospitalization or lying on a bed? So that makes much more sense than spending the money which I have worked for. You look at the symptoms of your cardiac disease. You are uncomfortable with chest pain. You're feeling sick. You have stomach pain or feelings of indigestion. Sometimes it is mistaken that there is a digestive problem and not a cardiac problem. Sometimes you have heartburn. You have leg pain, you have arm pain, you have jaw pain, you have back pain, you have choking sensation. And all this is confusing. Even sometimes the medical practitioners get confused and are unable to diagnose the correct cause of your discomfort. And they put you on a wrong track, wrong medication, again expenses, and again complications. Your heart basically is a pump. And I'm sorry to disappoint all those 14 February fans where they think that heart is something to be celebrated. Heart is merely a pump. It is pumping blood in and out, pure blood and impure blood. And if it is functioning normally and pumping normally, you are happy. Otherwise, they say you have got a condition called arrhythmia. And then you are being treated with arrhythmia tablets. Look at kidney failures. I mean, while I'm talking of diseases, I want you to look around the society in which you are living. Are you not, all of you, seeing proliferation of hospitals, pharmacies, number of medicines, the type of medication and the treatment? Are you not seeing a growth in these factors? Yes, no? Just raise your thumb if you are seeing this. What does it indicate? Does it indicate that the society is becoming healthier or the society is becoming sicker? It's a clear indication that with the advancement in knowledge, we are not becoming a healthier society. If we were a healthier society, there would be reduction in hospitals and pharmacies and medicines. That is not happening. So we are heading towards a catastrophe as far as the physical health is concerned. And I'm just showing you a few slides of what is happening. I mean, go back a couple of generations to your grandfather's generation and kidney transplant was never heard of. People had robust kidneys. Today, you see the amount of kidney failures and the transplant operations that are taking place. I mean, we take transplants as routine. Tire puncture ho gaya, naya tire leke aao, tire dal do. We are in that frame of mind as far as our physical bodies are concerned. We don't look in terms of maintenance. That culture has also gone out of our societies. Earlier, something broke, we used to try and mend it. Today, it is throw it and replace it. So that same culture has come into our own bodies also. Throw your old kidneys, put somebody else's new kidneys. The same thing is happening with your liver. Liver is progressively getting damaged. Fatty liver is a very common symptom in many people. And people are still not looking at lifestyles. Can I prevent this? Can I prevent all these damages from happening? Can I prevent these exorbitant expenses that I am indulging in today? See the proliferation of insurance companies. And then we are also very complacent, saying, ये तो अभी मेरे insurance से पैसा जाएगा, मेरा तो कुछ नहीं जाने वाला है. Really? Look at the difficulties that people face during their later years. Loss of memory, loss of communication skills, paralysis, strokes, and then dependence on other people who are reluctant to cater to you. Then you are being dumped into the care of some third party, vruddhashram, old age homes. Even parents are not wanted in the house. Children have no time for their parents. Look at the multiple complications that are happening around a single factor called physical ill health. Diabetes is again one of the major killers in the society. Again, your lifestyle is hampered. You are restricted from doing certain things. You are forced to do certain things. You are forced to eat things which you probably don't like. You are forced not to eat things that you like. All these are compromises that you are doing in your life simply because your body has stopped cooperating with you. And you will be wondering, why am I telling you all this? And that will come in a moment's time. Lungs, see how many people suffer from lung diseases, asthma, COPD, interstitial lung disease, dependence on inhalers, young people carrying inhalers in their purses and pockets, keeping inhalers in every room just in case of an emergency that they will be gasping their last breath. So the inhaler should be handy. And then, of course, the cancer and the exorbitant treatments for cancer and the ill effects of the treatment of cancer. So all these things are affecting us at the physical level. How do we deal with disease? So we have accepted that disease is part and parcel of our life. How do I deal with disease? And here are some of the methods of dealing with a disease. Ordinarily, I would first try my home remedies and see whether they work for me. And when the home remedies fail, then I do some self medication depending on my past knowledge. हाँ 2 साल पहले ऐसे हुआ था, ये मेडिसिन लिया, मैं ठीक हो गया. So again I try that same medicine, I do self medication and try to heal myself. And nowadays I have that another friendly doctor at my fingertip. I Google out and then I try to medicate myself based on the information I get from Google. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, and sometimes it causes even greater dangers. Then I have that family physician or a specialist. Then I have the chemist and the pharmacy from where I buy my drugs, medicines, and ultimately there is always the hospital. So all these things are possible for me, and I am indulging myself to a lot of foreign material which I consume in my body either through my mouth or through injections or through my skin. But I don't realize that while I am targeting a cure for a particular ailment, I am also subjecting myself to a lot of side effects. I'm just taking a few examples here. And sometimes I don't even know that these medicines are banned in my own country. And they are freely available to me over the counter, not only at the pharmacies, but even at panwala's shops. A panwala will hand over to me an aspirin or an Action 500. Acetaminophen, and you probably know this drug commonly as crocin or paracetamol. That's the first drug that I have listed in this slide. The permissible dose for an adult per day is 2000 milligrams. 2000 milligrams is 4 tablets of 500 milligrams of crocin. But see the injudicious use of paracetamol by people left, right and center. सर में दर्द है, पैरासिटामोल खाओ. थोड़ा सा बुखार आया, पैरासिटामोल खाओ. कितना खाया? जब भी दर्द हुआ तभी खाया. Earlier I was taking crocin, which was 500 milligrams. Today the flavor is Dolo, which is 650 milligrams. If I take 3 tablets of Dolo, I have taken 1950 milligrams in 3 tablets. The minute I take the 4th tablet of Dolo, I have exceeded the toxicity level of 2000 milligrams per day per adult. And I am not aware of it. And I am self-medicating. And I am damaging my liver because paracetamol directly affects my liver. In excessive dosages, in continuous use of paracetamol, I am affecting my liver. And I am not aware. Now, before you start getting scared that here is a lecture going on in medicine, this is not a lecture in medicine. I'm just giving you a flavor, an outlook at the physical component of your life, the body. And antibiotics are today being taken the way we as kids used to eat chana, kurmura, shengdana. Today we just pop antibiotics anyhow, relentlessly. And we don't even know what kind of damage the antibiotics are doing to the other organs in the body. Again, renal damage, liver damage, lung damage, brain damage, heart damage. So many things are happening. We must deal with our mind, mental health. Now, I talked about physical health. You have these facilities of self-medication, a doctor, a specialist, a hospital and all that. And you do that. You treat yourself to get rid of your physical ailments. But we don't consider mental ailment which needs attention. Usually, we have a disease of our intellect and you will have people telling you many times, oh, I already know this. Mujhe mat bata, I know. So this I know syndrome is a big disease. Even without knowing, people say, I know. Then you will nowadays hear this Gyan mat do, don't teach me. These are all intelligent people who think they know a lot of things because they can operate a mobile at their fingertips and they can get the knowledge ready-made. And then there is a disease of ignorance and people are happy staying ignorant. They don't want to get educated. So this is a big disease of the intellect. Then there is a disease of emotions. All of us get scared at times of different things. I'm scared of my future. I'm scared of my finances. I'm scared of my children's safety or their future. I'm scared of the state of affairs in my country, the governance, the judiciary. I have fears of so many things. How many of you get angry? Raise your thumbs or click your thumbs. How many of you get angry? Anger is a big disease. And I'm talking with authority because I am an extremely hot-tempered person. How many of us get jealous? भला तेरी कमीज मेरे कमीज से सफेद कैसे? उसको देख कितना मिला, मुझे नहीं मिला. So jealousy is also a disease, and I'll come to the factor that all these emotions are diseases in a moment. Greed is a disease, stress is a disease, worry is a disease, lust is a disease, temptation is a disease, but all these are complex diseases because the state of your mind is directly related to the state of your body. How many of you went to school? I'm sure all of you went to school. And somebody talk to me and tell me what was the best time in the school, best period in the school. Somebody please tell me.
The recess.
The recess, yes. Who said that?
Me, Kush.
Kush. The recess, yes, you are the person after my heart. I used to enjoy the recess. What were you doing in the recess, Kush?
Enjoying with the friends, talking to the friends.
Talking to the friends. Yeah, I enjoyed eating. Sometimes I used to carry my own dabba, and the most enjoyable part was stealing somebody's dabba. Eating from the friend's dabba. And many of us even went to the school canteen for some snack. But where was the best food available? Do you know? Do you know where
Outside.
Hanamika, you're absolutely right. Outside the school was the most enchanting foods you could ever have. You know, you would have those imlis and the garam choles with the nimbu nichodke, and you would have different kind of rangi birangi golis, the gola sharbat, the gola churan was the all-time favorite. Do you remember all these things?
Yes.
That you enjoyed during the school days? Do you remember the taste of all these things?
Yes, already reached there.
Do you remember putting that churan ka goli in your mouth and rolling it on your tongue? How many people have saliva in their mouth right now? Yeah.
Almost all, sir.
Not almost all, but many of you have saliva in your mouth. I didn't give you churan, I didn't give you gola sharbat, I didn't give you anything. You didn't put anything in your mouth. It is just a thought that I planted in your head that created saliva in your mouth. Do you see the connection of the mind with the human body? When your mind is programmed to think in a particular manner, a particular organ in your body secretes a specialized liquid. When I described food, your mouth salivated. If you have sexual thoughts, your sexual fluids get activated. When you are under stress, the adrenal glands in your body get activated and release adrenaline in your blood. Adrenaline in your blood activates your heart, which starts pumping faster. When it pumps faster, it releases more blood in the muscles of your arms and legs. And therefore, a response to stress is fight or flight. I am ready to fight because there is more energy in my arms as a result of more blood in my arms, because my heart is pumping faster. I am ready to run away, flight, because there is more energy in my legs as a result of more blood in my legs, as a result of more pumping of the heart, as a result of release of adrenaline, which is in response to the stress. So there is always a connection of the mental state to your physical state. Most of us don't know this. And many of our diseases are connected to our mental state. When our mind is suffering the mental disease of fear, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, greed, stress, I am creating conditions for physical disease. Many of my diseases can be controlled if only I knew how to control my mind. Unfortunately, neither my school nor my college taught me how to control my mind. My school taught me a lot of subjects. It taught me languages, it taught me science, it taught me mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, geography, history, but it did not teach me how to control my mind. And therefore, I succumbed to my mental disease, which eventually led to my physical ill health, for which I am spending tons of money. And therefore, I am saying in this slide, all this is extremely complex. And we are here to simplify this. Physical drawbacks of fear. Here are some common things. Weakness of the immune system causes cardiovascular damage, gastrointestinal problems such as ulcer and irritable bowel syndrome, decreased fertility, accelerated aging, premature death. Do you realize that a simple thing like fear is causing all this? And how did fear
सर
cultivate?
थोड़ा हिंदी करिए ना
अच्छी बात है.
सर थोड़ा हिंदी में बोलिए
हाँ
मैंने नहीं
हाँ,
समझा
मैं हिंदी में भी बोलूंगा, लेकिन अपने यहाँ काफी फॉरेनर्स हैं तो मेरे को इंग्लिश में बोलना जरूरी है. लेकिन मैं हिंदी में, आपको जहां जहां समझ में नहीं आएगा आप मुझे रोकिए, मैं हिंदी में समझा दूंगा. तो आपको ये तो समझ में आया होगा कि हमारे मन में जो ख्याल आते हैं उसकी वजह से हमारे शरीर में अलग अलग प्रकार के स्त्राव होते हैं. अभी मैंने सलाइवा का एग्जाम्पल दिया, वो तो समझ में आया होगा ना संध्या जी?
या सर आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, बट मैंने जिनको ज्वाइन कराया है ना
अच्छा
थोड़ा
अच्छा,
हिंदी बीच बीच में.
ठीक
या
ठीक 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 ठीक.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू.
तो हमारे मन में जो गड़बड़ चलती है उस गड़बड़ का प्रदर्शन हमारे शरीर में होता है. और यहाँ पे मैं एक डर की भूमिका बता रहा हूं. अगर आपके मन में डर है, इफ देयर इज फियर इन योर माइंड, इट रिफ्लेक्ट्स ऑन योर बॉडी. आपके शरीर पे उसकी प्रतिक्रिया होती है और बहुत गलत गलत प्रतिक्रिया होती है. हाउ डिड आई कल्टिवेट फियर? बचपन से जब मैं बड़ा होते गया, माय पेरेंट्स टोल्ड मी, बेटे सो जा नहीं तो गब्बर सिंह आ जाएगा. दिस इज द वे आई हैव बीन कल्टिवेटेड. खाना खा नहीं तो बाबा जी तुझे उठा के लेके जाएंगे. एवरीथिंग वाज अ कंडीशन ऑफ फियर. जल्दी सो जा नहीं तो कल सुबह स्कूल को लेट होएगा, टीचर डंडा मारेगी. अगेन फियर. पढ़ाई कर नहीं तो फेल होगा. अगेन फियर. So fear has been part of my cultivation from childhood to adulthood. I operate only under fear. Look at adults driving on the road, red signal, they will not stop unless there is a fear of a camera recording your number plate or a constable standing there to collect his hafta. You will not obey the signal if there is no fear. So fear has become an operational part of our life, but we don't understand that fear as an emotion is causing secretions of chemicals in our body which are damaging organs in our body. I'm showing you a cartoon of Tom and Jerry, where Jerry is being chased by Tom, and even in his dream, he is imagining the fear that Tom will catch me one day, and see his sleep is disturbed. Now this is a cartoon, but this is also reality of your life. Your fears are damaging your sleep like this. Your sleep is getting affected when you are not resting enough. आप जब अच्छी तरह से सोते नहीं हो तब आपके शरीर में बिगाड़ बढ़ते जा रहा है. Your body is not recovering because you are not resting well. You are not resting well because there is fear in your mind. I'm just showing you one example of one emotion. Rajiv Bali, you have a question? Pavaniya Dharma, do you have a question? Your hands are raised. Aruna, do you have a question? Okay, thank you. Let's take physical drawbacks of anger: headache, digestion problem, abdominal pain, insomnia, increased anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, skin problems such as eczema or psoriasis, heart attack, cancer. One of the biggest cause for cancer is suppressed anger. And see the amount of trouble and expenses people incur succumbing to anger. We don't correlate emotions to physical damage. We are ready to explode. Physical drawbacks of jealousy: hypertension, migraine, back pain, stomach pain, ulcers, heart attack, stroke. We don't connect jealousy to these physical ailments. Look at this beautiful picture. The owner is caressing a toy dog, and look at the jealousy in the real dog. And this is happening in our lives. आपका क्या नुकसान हुआ टॉय डॉग को करेस किया, लेकिन आपको जेलसी आई, ईर्ष्या पैदा हुई, and then all these physical problems also came. Fear of loss, fear of deprivation, sleep disorders, other psychosomatic complaints. These are the reasons for jealousy. Mistrust, brackets, emotional blackmail of the partner, pleading for expressions of love. So there is a word, psychosomatic. Psycho means of the mind and somatic means of the cells or the body. Most of the diseases, 90-95% of the diseases are psychosomatic. आपका मन आपके कंट्रोल में नहीं है, इसलिए आपको शारीरिक बीमारी होती है. Your mind is not in your control and therefore it reflects on your body and you suffer physical ailments. Now tell me, how many of you have gone to a doctor asking him for a tablet because you get angry? Doctor, I'm getting angry. Give me some tablet. None of you. How many have gone to a doctor and said, oh, I'm feeling very jealous of my neighbor. Give me some injection. Never. We have always treated physical diseases. We have never even considered these negative emotions as diseases. We have never sought correction for these diseases. We have lived with these mental diseases from childhood till today. Yes or no? Raise your thumbs. Thank you. We have no idea of spirit or spirituality, the third component of our life, which is the prana shakti. We confuse spirituality with religion. Spirit is in every person, therefore every person is spiritual. Religion does not consider the universality of spirituality. Religion divides human beings. Religion is region specific, language specific, era specific. I am a Christian, that excludes the other religion. I am a Hindu, that excludes the other religions. I am a Buddhist, that excludes the other religions. I am a Muslim, that excludes the other religions. Are people who believe in other faiths not human beings? Human beings are alike, irrespective of the religion you follow. But unfortunately, we are trained and educated in believing that my religion best test. And that is where today you are seeing the strife in and around you, the intolerance in and around you, because people don't teach spirituality, people teach religion. And then the religions are distorted. The founders of religion also did not succeed in uniting humanity. Take the Gautam Buddha. All have not become Buddhists. Take Jesus Christ. All have not become Christians. Take Muhammad. All have not become Islamists. Nobody talks about spirituality. Nobody talks about the unification of the human race. Everybody talks of division. We have divided the earth into continents, continents into countries, countries into states, states into regions. Divisions are on basis of that first slide that I showed you. But spirit is pure energy. and pure energy is quantum physics. Energy is simply vibrations and amplitude and frequency. Different energies have different vibrations and different amplitudes. Sound energy has different vibrations and different amplitudes. The human ear is capable of hearing a limited range of the audible frequency. The elephants can hear much more than you. The lions and tigers can see much more than you. Light is also vibration. A vibration is an energy. All vibrations have frequencies and amplitudes. The entire universe is a frequency and amplitude expressing through various objects. Sound is an energy. If I take a hammer and hit it against a hollow metal pipe, the sound that you will hear is different from the sound that I will create by hitting the same hammer with the same force on a tree trunk. The frequency of the sound from the tree trunk has a different amplitude. The vibration from the sound from the tree trunk has a different amplitude and frequency. The sound from the hollow metal pipe has a different amplitude. And therefore, I hear things differently. The hammer was the same, the force was the same, the sound was different. The whole universe is vibrations expressed differently through different substances. And it exists in everything and everybody. This is the basic which you should understand. Now we come to prana or spirit or energy. You can experience prana right now. It's a simple experiment. Please sit straight, all of you, wherever you are, and bring the 5 fingertips of your left hand close to the 5 fingertips of your right hand, very close to each other, and make a very gentle movement back and forth or sideways, but very gentle. Don't touch the fingertips and focus your attention on the gap between the fingertips. Just do it for half a minute.
Sir, can you explain once again what needs to be done?
Bring the 5 fingertips of your left hand close to the 5 fingertips of your right hand. Can you see me on your screen?
Yes, sir.
And move your hands back and forth like this very gently, or sideways like this very gently. Pay attention to the gap between the fingertips. आपके उंगलियों की गैप में ध्यान दीजिए. हाथ ऐसे बहुत हल्के से हिलाइए, या तो आगे पीछे हिलाइए या ऊपर नीचे हिलाइए. क्या महसूस हो रहा है? व्हाट डू यू फील? कुछ महसूस हुआ? यस रचना, व्हाट डिड यू फील?
एक सीरन से महसूस हो रही है.
Some vibration you felt, some magnetism you felt. Now see, without touching your fingertips, if you're feeling something which is like a magnetic pull, that is energy. It shows that there is energy inside your body. A dead man can't feel this.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
So, tingling sensation, any other sensation, practice it at home till you are sure. Believe that this is the truth. Prana is like electricity. Any energy requires a positive and a negative. And when we say positive and negative, it does not mean good or bad. It only means potential difference. If water has to flow, then there has to be a high level and a low level. Only then water will flow. If the water is at same level, it will never flow. It will be static. And only when water flows, you will have hydraulic energy. In a static water, there is no hydraulic energy. Similarly, in electricity, only when electricity flows, it will produce results. Static will not produce result. So if prana energy has to flow, it has to have the plus and the minus. Where is the plus and the minus? It is in your 2 nostrils. If you were given a nose with 1 hole, you could have inhaled and exhaled, because you don't inhale and exhale simultaneously. In 1 hole, you could have inhaled at one time and exhaled at another time. So one hole was enough, but universe designed you with two holes. So there is a reason. The left nostril represents the negative, the right nostril represents the positive aspect of the prana energy, and it flows in your body through two channels which are known as the pingala, the positive, and the ida, the negative. And we'll talk about this energy during the course. Now look at this picture. You're seeing a dead rat. What happens over a period of time? The dead rat decays, dust to dust, mud to mud, gone. When there is no energy left in the substance, it degenerates. That is the law of life. Now the rat died, but the mud is still alive because the mud contains atoms, and atoms have electrons. In the rat form, it stopped existing because the prana shakti of the rat went away. When the prana shakti goes away from Pravin Mankar will become dust or ash if the body is burnt. The ash will contain atoms, the atoms will contain electrons, the energy will be there in the ash. But energy of Pravin Mankar is gone. Pravin Mankar is dead, converted to ash. Ash is still alive in the form of atoms. Life does not perish. Life transforms from a body to another substance. So at the moment, just hold this thought. We deal with this thought later on in the course when the course begins. Something went wrong with the slide, so let me hold this. Okay. So now we come to the introduction to the program, Life and Breath. That's the name of the program. And we are talking about your life. Now you have a choice. As I said, life is a journey between birth and death. Between birth and death is C. C is your choice. You have a choice to live your life exactly the way you are living today, or you have a choice to transform it the way you want it to be. Probably you are not happy with certain aspects of your life. You want it to be changed to a better level, either physically or mentally or emotionally or financially or socially, whatever. The choice is yours. Do you want to change your life? How many of you are here because you want a change in your life? Excellent. Most of you are here because you are looking for some change in the positive direction. So that's the whole objective of this course. Look at these two lamps, brass lamps. The lamp has been transformed from a dull lamp to a shining lamp. That's the way I wanted it to be. I wanted it to shine. How did this happen? The dull lamp got transformed to a shining lamp. It did not happen automatically or by magic. Something happened. A lot of effort went into the cleaning and polishing. There is an investment of time, effort, and commitment. So if you want your life to shine, I need three things from you. I need a little bit of your time, I need a little bit of your effort, and I need a lot of your commitment. Because people can give time and effort, but they don't give commitment. So if these three things are contributed by you, I can promise you a transformation in your life the way you want it. Listen carefully. I can promise you. I promise you a transformation in your life the way you want it if you are willing to give me time, effort, and commitment. Are you committed to transforming yourself? Then please be with me. Do you want to live life like this? Struggling, stumbling, collapsing, falling, getting up, walking again, unsure, unsteady. Is that how you want to live life? Or do you want to live life like this? Striding purposefully, healthily, happily. Choice is yours. Do we understand life? If we did, we would be much more than what we are today. Unfortunately, many of us have not understood life because we have never asked the question, what is life and what is the purpose of life and why am I living and how should I be living? We never asked these questions. No school taught us, no college taught us. They only taught us how to live in the society. They didn't tell us how to live with ourselves. If we knew, we would be more healthy, we would be more happy, and we would be more successful than we are today. And I'm sure some of you are extremely successful. But if you knew or if you understood life, you would be more successful. You might be successful in one area of your life. You might be successful very financially, very successful. But you may not be successful in relationships. You may not be successful in enjoying your time. You may be having tons of money, but no time to enjoy that money. So there might be a one-dimensional success and not multi-dimensional successes. So if we understood life, we would be all this much more than we are right now. Let's look at symptoms of the dead and the living. So let's look at the person who is dead. The person who is dead has no actions in life. He does not move and he does not breathe. If a person is in coma, we say that he is alive, but he cannot take any actions. He cannot move on his own, but he does breathe. Let's look at a person who is sleeping. He cannot take action because he's sleeping, but there is involuntary movements. And you have that song, Karwate Badal Rahe Sari Raat Hum. And he's of course breathing. Then you look at the people, you and me, alive and wakeful. We take actions in our life, we move around and we breathe. But the stark difference between the living and the dead is the last column, no breathing and breathing. That is the one common factor between the living and the dead. The living person breathes. Life is action and life is breath. None of us want to be out of action and none of us want to stop breathing. We all want to live, but not in coma, not sleeping all the time, not merely breathing. We want to be in action because action defines life. My action as a pharmacist defines my life as a pharmacist. Your action as a doctor defines your life as a doctor. Your action as an architect defines your life as an architect. Your action as a housewife defines your life as a housewife. आप जो भी काम करते हो वो आपकी जिंदगी बनाती है. आप जो भी हो आपके काम के बदौलत हो. We don't want to be in coma. We don't want to be sleeping. We want to be active. If life is breath, do we breathe correctly? मेरा एक सवाल है, क्या हम सही ढंग से सांस लेते हैं?
नहीं.
Have we been taught to breathe correctly? किसी ने आपको सिखाया कैसे सांस ली जाती है? How much do we breathe? आप कितनी सांस लेते हैं? दिन में आप आधा लीटर दूध पीते हैं, सांस कितने लीटर लेते हैं? We don't know. कितना सांस लेना चाहिए, दूध कितना पीना चाहिए, कम से कम 1 कप दूध पियो. पानी कितना पीना चाहिए, 2 लीटर कम से कम पानी पियो. सांस कितनी लेनी चाहिए, पता नहीं, किसी ने बताया नहीं. The answers to these questions could be yes, no, and I don't know. IDK is I don't know. And all these answers could be correct from your point of view. So let's explore this further. As we grow older, we find breathing more and more difficult. Hi, Anna. We cannot run fast or climb stairs easily. Suppose today I tell you, I live on the 5th floor. Come to my house, but my lift is not working. Most of you would say, जब lift चालू हो जाएगी तभी बुलाओ. Most of you would be reluctant to climb five-storied building today. But you are the same person in the school, in the vacation of May, you would be running up and down your building playing chor police pakda pakdi without even thinking about it. Today, if I ask you to climb 5-storied building, you will think about it. What changed? What changed between that person of the school days to the person today? Your lungs changed. As a school kid, your lungs were supporting you. Today, your lungs have gone bad. Today, your recovery time is longer than your tiring time. In your school days, you were taking 2 hours to get tired and you would take 5 minutes to recover and start playing all over again. Today you take 2 hours to recover and in 5 minutes you get tired. What has changed? Your lungs have changed. They have gone bad.
Hello.
Yeah, just hold on. Sir will join back. I think there is some internet issue.
Sorry, I was off the net for a moment. The internet had gone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, we are
Sorry,
hearing.
sorry about that blip.
It is none of your fault, sir.
Yeah. So coming back to the same slide, again, can I request you to switch off your microphones, all of you? Please switch off your microphones.
Sir, you're muted.
You are using
So
only.
audible to hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Your lung capacity is 6 liters. You are using only 500 ml per breath, which means you are using less than 10% of your lungs. 90% of your lungs you are not using. And what you are not using ultimately gets degenerated and damaged. If you have seen the railway tracks, on the railway tracks where the train is running regularly, those tracks are shining. On the railway tracks where the train is not running regularly, the tracks degenerate, crumble and collapse. Take buildings. Buildings which are occupied are robust. Buildings which are not occupied crumble and fall down. Take bridges. Bridges which are used serve you for a long time. Bridges which are not in use, they collapse. So things that are not used will eventually degenerate and die down. The same thing is happening with your lungs. Can I improve? Of course you can. There are techniques which you need to learn how to improve. And that technique will teach you to increase your lung capacity. If you increase from 500 ml to 600 ml, it is a straight away 20% increase as per your current condition. 50 ml of inhalation and 50 ml of exhalation will increase my lung capacity by 100 ml. There is already a 20% improvement in my lungs by just this small change. And you will experience it when you join this course. Let's do one small experiment. Just inhale normally and watch your inhalation. Just feel your inhalation. All of you inhale normally and feel your inhalation. All of you exhale normally and feel your exhalation. So I'm sure this is a very normal, natural process, inhalation and exhalation. Now I want you to do something else. Look at this picture. I'm going to show you what you will do. I hope all of you can see me on your screen. So first you will inhale through your nose. Then you will exhale through your nose. After exhaling through the nose, don't inhale. Continue to exhale through your mouth. After you have finished your exhalation through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let me show you. Here I am inhaling, exhaling through the nose. Now exhaling through the mouth without inhaling. Can you do that? Do it yourself. So after finishing in exhalation through the nose, could you still exhale through the mouth?
No, sir.
No,
No, I couldn't.
you couldn't.
Very
Try again.
little, very
Try again.
Yes.
Try
Quite a
again.
bit, quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Yeah. So different. But most people could exhale through the mouth.
Yeah,
Yes, no.
Yes,
little,
yes.
little, little.
Yes, yes.
So what does it tell you? It tells you that your normal breathing, inhalation and exhalation, does not remove all the carbon dioxide from your lungs. You can still exhale by blowing through the mouth, which means your lungs are having residual carbon dioxide that prevents fresh oxygen from coming into the lungs. Because nobody taught you how to exhale. This is what we will teach you in the course. How to empty out your lungs so that you improve the efficiency of your lungs by inhaling more oxygen. So here is a picture of the respiratory process. This is your body with various organs. All the impurities from the organs are collected and pumped by the blood into the heart. The heart pumps it to the lungs. The lungs collect air from the atmosphere, which brings in oxygen. The oxygen is the combustible agent and it burns the impurities in the blood. The resultant product is carbon dioxide, which is thrown out of your nostrils. And the process purifies your blood, which is sent back to the heart. And from the heart, it is pumped to various organs in your body. Your body receives pure blood. The brain, heart, liver, stomach, kidneys, pancreas, bones, muscles, they get pure blood ready to take away more impurities from the body. Your blood is like a garbage vehicle of the municipality. The garbage vehicle comes to my building, collects the garbage bins every day. We generate 2 garbage bins. But because there is a lot of construction work on my road and a lot of new families have come to live here, the garbage generation is very high and the municipality is not equipped to collect all that garbage. So we have received a notice that from tomorrow, only 1 garbage bin will be collected from each society. So what will be the effect? I am generating 2 garbage bins every day. In 7 days, I will have 7 garbage bins not collected by the municipality. So eventually there will be pile up of garbage, attraction for mosquitoes, cockroaches, lizards, rats, vermin, rodents, bacteria, fungus, and ultimately disease in the society. All this simply because municipality refused to collect the garbage. Now, what is true in my society is true in your body. Because the garbage generated by the organs in the body are not burned by the oxygen in the lungs, the garbage returns to your body and your body invites disease. Why? Simply because the garbage was not destroyed. Why? Because there was not sufficient oxygen to destroy the garbage. Why there was not sufficient oxygen? Simply because you did not breathe enough oxygen. Why did you not breathe enough oxygen? You were never taught how to breathe. Look what happens in the breathing mechanism. So here is the red tube, which is the blood vessel, which contains the impurities in the form of those emoticons. And here is a blue tube, which is an air tube which contains 4 molecules of oxygen. And the oxygen enters into the blood vessel and destroys the impurities, converts it into carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide comes back to the air tube and goes out as carbon dioxide. The oxygen were 4 molecules, they burnt 4 impurities. The remaining impurities had no oxygen to burn, so they remained in your body, circulated in your arteries and veins, and slowly they started depositing in your arteries and veins. So your artery, which was a robust, huge artery, suddenly became a narrow artery, and now you have a clogged artery, and your blood is pumping through the same arteries and veins by the heart at higher pressure. So now you have high blood pressure because of the choking of your arteries and veins, because the impurities were not burnt, because you didn't know how to breathe. And therefore, blocks in the blood vessels, impurities pile up in the organs, and organ failure and diseases. Now here I am talking of your heart and blood pressure, but arteries and veins are in every organ. The arteries and veins are in the brain also. The blood vessels in the brain are getting choked. You get clots in the brain and then you suffer a brain stroke. There are arteries and veins in the liver. The purification of the liver doesn't happen. So you have now liver damage. Similarly, you have pancreas damage, diabetes, you have got kidney damage, you have got bone damage, you have got muscle damage. So this mechanism of not burning impurities is leading to damage in all organs of the body. Take the example of high BP and heart failure. And I've already described to you medication, angioplasty, angiography, bypass, all this thing happens. This is like a kitchen sink. When your kitchen sink chokes, you first pump it. Try to release the choking. Otherwise, you add Dranex powder or you call the plumber and replace the pipe. What the plumber does or what you do in your kitchen sink is exactly what is happening in your heart. You either take medication, which is like Dranex, or you do physical clearance, which is like pumping. You put stents in angioplasty, or you do bypass, which is like changing the pipe of your kitchen sink. So essentially, your cardiologist is your physical plumber. Now, this is something which will interest you. Economics of breathing. Most of you are interested in the economics. So let's have a quick look. A patient is on oxygen life support. Oxygen requirement is 2 liters per minute. At 1,440 minutes per day, oxygen consumed is 2,880 liters. Cylinder capacity, the jumbo cylinder, the industrial cylinder, is 6,000 liters. Annual consumption is 2,880 liters multiplied by 365 days is 10,51,200 liters per year. Cylinders per year required are 175 cylinders. Cost per cylinder is roughly 950 including GST. Annual cost is 1,66,250 rupees. If you live for 70 years on external oxygen support, you would require 1,16,37,500 rupees to live only for breathing. And all this is available to you free because the universe has given you beautiful lungs. Take care of your lungs, otherwise you will be spending this much money to maintain your breath. And this air you are breathing free. Please understand this and appreciate this. Now let's talk a little bit about the mind. So here are 3 gundas who are approaching me as I am returning to my house late at night. My immediate reaction is fear. And because of fear, adrenaline is released in my body. Adrenaline starts pumping my heart faster. And there is more blood in my arms and legs. If I want to fight these fellows, I can use my arms. If I want to run away from these fellows, I can use my legs. The extra blood in my arms and legs gives me extra energy. And I decide to run away. So this is one simple example. Now to look at your life. From morning till evening, you are living a stressful life. From morning till evening, adrenaline is getting released in your blood. From morning till evening, your heart is pumping faster. You are soon going to develop a cardiac condition for which you will take medicines and you will think that you have got relief. But medicines will not relieve your stress. Your stress will continue. Initially, doctor will give you 25 milligrams. After 2 years, the stress will reappear, the condition will reappear because the stress continues. The doctor will increase the dose to 50 milligrams. After 2 years, the doctor will ask you to do angiography, angioplasty. You will again feel nice for 2 years. After 2 years, you will go back because the stress has not reduced. The stress will continue to pump adrenaline and the heart will pump faster. The heart will get fatigued faster and you will get all these conditions. And then you will go for bypass and finally it will be bye-bye. Look at your mind. Your mind is a backdrop and you need to clean up this mind. The stress cannot be cleaned by the tablets or angiography or angioplasty. The stress can be cleaned by different mechanism which we will teach you in this course. Look. Look at this word black written on a white background. The word is written in black. And as I go further, the word in black is written in gray till it comes to a stage where the word has vanished. The black are the negative emotions that are imprinted on our minds in the stage of upbringing. It is my duty to clean up my mind of these negative things by practicing certain things which will be taught in this course till my mind becomes completely devoid of all the negativity. Will it happen? Yes. What is required? Your time, your effort, and your commitment. How to heal the body and the mind? Breathing exercises will heal your body and meditation will heal your mind. So we will teach you breathing exercises and meditation in this course. We will also teach you certain laws of living because many a times we don't know the laws of living. We break laws without knowing that the law exists and therefore we are punished. The universe punishes us in the form of disease and mental stress, mental trauma. So if we know the laws of living, we will avoid breaking the laws and we will. Yes. Now coming to the course quickly, an introduction to life and breath. What will you learn in this curriculum? What will be taught in life and breath? Pranayam, the basic breathing technique, 8 spiritual breathing exercises, the technique of meditation and laws of living. Where did it all begin? It began in Nalanda University about 1200 years ago. Where did it disappear for all these years? Before the Mughal invasion to Tibet, subsequently to USA, and then it has come back to India in 1977. Where is the center of life and breath in India? Our registered office is in MIDC, Andheri East, Mumbai, Maharashtra. When did it return to India? It returned in the year 1977. When can anyone learn life and breath? Anytime after the age of 18. You need a certain level of maturity to understand this subject and therefore the lower limit is 18. Upper limit, there is no upper limit. My oldest student was an 87-year-old PhD student. When does one begin a course in life and breath? At predetermined times published by the organizers and we publish them on our website. Your batch number 27 will begin next Sunday 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. for the next 20 Sundays. Who started life and breath? The person who started it in Nalanda University 1200 years ago was Guru Padmasambhav. He took the science to Tibet where he taught the Tibetan monks. A Britisher by the name of Edwin John Dingle came to Tibet, acquired the Tibetan name of Guru Dinglemi, learned the science, went back and migrated in California where he started the Institute of Mental Physics. From there, a person in Chembur, Mumbai, invited the course by postal correspondence. His name was K.S. Ramanathan. Later on, he became known as Guru Jyotirmayanand. He started teaching this course in his house under the name of Brahma Vidya. Two of his students, one was the Justice Dudat and the other was one Mr. Jayan Divekar, Vice President, Aditya Birla Group. They started two different branches. One was Brahma Vidya Mission of Justice Dudat and Brahma Vidya Sadhak Sangh of Jayan Divekar sir. I learned this science under Brahma Vidya Sadhak Sangh. I branched out in 2017. 2018, we established this Pratibim Charitable Trust. And today, we are offering the same course under the generic name of Life and Breath because many people associated Brahma Vidya with Hinduism. Our course does not have any religious connotations. It's a spiritual breathing course, a spiritual meditation course, which enables you to purify your body and mind. We are dealing with body, mind, and spirit. We are not dealing with personalities, religions, sex, genders, nothing. We are just dealing with body, mind, and spirit. It was established in 2018. Who teaches Life and Breath? Teachers qualified by the trust. All teachers are selfless volunteers. Nobody takes a single rupee in compensation. Who can undertake Life and Breath courses? Anyone about 18 years, no bar for any religion, sex, or community. How is Life and Breath taught? One lesson per session. Each lesson is of 1.5 hours. Each lesson is given out in a printed or a PDF format. 20 weeks for the basic course. There is also an abridged course of 13 lessons, which we usually undertake in a camp. How much does a basic course cost? Only rupees 1,500 per person. Extra at actuals is for camps where you have to pay for the accommodation and the meals. What does Pratibim do with the money? We first meet our administrative costs like printing, website, legal fees, courier charges, camp expenses. And the remaining money is spent for charitable work. In Pratibim, people work selflessly in the spirit of giving. No one takes even 1 rupee. Neither the teachers or the trustees or the volunteers. Nobody takes a single rupee. Look at some of the charitable work that we have done. In 2019, there was flood in Sangli and we distributed 53 packets of kitchen utensils to 53 families worth about 5 lakhs, 5.5 lakhs of rupees. In 2020, there was a cyclone in the Raigad district. 16 houses in a village called Bhoste were destroyed. And you will see the destroyed houses pictures on your left. And we constructed Pakka houses. You will see the picture on the right. And one of our trustee, Mr. Naresh Padia, inaugurating those 16 houses that we constructed. During the COVID period, the Nair Hospital constructed a maternity ward for COVID-infected mothers. They didn't have an operation lamp, so we provided the operation lamp. That arrow shows the lamp that we provided. We also got a recognition from the Nair Hospital and the Bombay municipality for assisting them in that. So this is the letter from the municipality. In 2021, we went to a village called Savarde, where the river you will see on the right, the river is dry. We constructed a check dam. You will see on the bottom left, a check dam. This is our nameplate, Pratibim Charitable Trust. And there are about 400 families living in the hamlets around this check dam. So we have now enabled this village to be water sufficient throughout the year. Otherwise, by November, December, the river would go dry. Now, we just inspected last month. The water is still there. The monsoons of the next year have not yet begun. Phase 2 on the same project. See, this is the bank of water that is collected. We are going to lift this water to a higher level where there is farmland so that the villagers can do farming throughout the year. So we are going to install a solar paneled water pump and the pipelines required in the farmland. Then in 2022, we constructed a school. So this was the school. Look at this shack. This was supposed to be a school. So we demolished the old structure and we constructed a Pakka structure in Megdevpada, and this is the school. These are our trustees, Naresh Padia, Suresh, and Mohanji. Both Suresh and Mohan are attending. I'm not sure whether Naresh is there in the class today. So this is a school that is constructed. This was the inauguration ceremony and all the school children. This is primary school from the 1st standard to the 5th standard. And the Pratibim board was installed there. This was another school in Savarde village. The earlier village was Megdevpada. This is Savarde, another village. This was the condition of the school. Again, primary school, 1st standard to 5th standard. We saw the school in this condition. This is the new construction. These are two of our students. Here is Sushma and Jagrati presenting a computer to the school. Yes, this is a school teacher. This is the write-up that came in the local newspaper, and this is an ISO certificate which this school has got after Pratibim contributed to its renovation. What are the benefits you will get from doing this course? You will improve your health, physical and mental. You will be successful in life in whatever you do, and you will definitely be happy. That's a promise from me to you. Any examples? There are plenty of examples. Some of our past students are attending. Can I request any one of you to share what are the benefits?
Yes, sir.
Any-
Abhishek's Punjabi, Kinni Singh and Krishna Malu has come forward to share their experiences.
Who would like to go first?
Let Kinni Singh come first, sir.
Okay, Tini, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm there. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You can see Tini on the screen, or you can pin her on your screen if you want. Since she's speaking, she's automatically on the screen. I will stop sharing so that you can see her better.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, friends. Last 5 months, I've had a very good exposure to the Life and Breath course, which has definitely made a very positive impact on me. It is helping me handle situations, difficult situations, I would say, with a calm and positive approach. The magical breathing exercises which Mankar sir has said will give us a feeling, or they are giving me a feeling of well-being, energy, and happy vibes. That's what these exercises really do. And of course, Mankar sir's insight on life has been very valuable. We have learned a lot. We are still learning, and we will continue to learn a lot through this course. I'm looking forward to attending the camp whenever it happens in Delhi in October, sir. That will be really nice. And that's it.
Thanks, Tini.
Yes.
Krishna, you want to go ahead?
Yes, sir. Hi, good morning. I'm Krishna Malu. I stay in Virar, Maharashtra, and by profession I am dealing in shares. I have first joined the Life and Breath online course number 6 in the month of July 20, and camp number 5 in the last month, May 23. I was suffering from the tailbone pain, but with my regular exercise and practice of regular exercise and meditation, I am relieved of my tailbone pain.
Had a peculiar tailbone spinal issue, and he tried for several years to get rid of it. Was not successful, but after doing the course, he now says that he's free from pain. Anybody else?
Yeah, I would like to say something.
Yeah, please go ahead.
My brother, Air Marshal Bali, is in Dehradun, and I would like to just share that he was totally on the bed. He was having kidney problem. He was having high BP, and he was having sugar. He was on insulin, and I stayed with him for 1 month, taking him to the hospital and all that. And I just want to tell you that because of Mankar sir, that he is totally recovered, and he has gone to London also, and he has come back, and he is got full of energy, and he has given up insulin. He has given up all medicines, and is absolutely fit. I am really, and he is the one who has inspired me to join this course. That's what I want to say.
Thanks for sharing, Rajiv. There are a couple of things. One is, can you tell Air Marshal's age?
He is 79 years.
So you
Of
see,
age.
there is no age bar for correction. At any time you can
Absolutely.
do correction. That is one. And the second correction, it is not Mankar sir who did this. It is the course that did it. Mankar sir is just an instrument. Yeah,
True,
it
true.
is the course that heals.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for sharing that.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Sir, Abhishek is there. Abhishek.
Yeah, Abhishek, go ahead. Abhishek, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Hi, and hello to everyone. I hope I'm audible and visible because the internet connection out here has been a little
You're
interrupted.
audible. I'm not able to see you.
Before I
So
start
he's there
my
on the screen also, sir. Yeah, Abhishek, you carry on.
Carry on.
Before I give my introduction, let me just say, sir, very happy to see you after a short break. And you have been such a important part of the Sunday morning ritual and also for your teachings. Just to give an introduction about myself, my name is Abhishek Punjabi. I stay in Pune. By profession, I'm a private portfolio manager. And coming to the course or the issues that was there, we primarily always discuss about our physical health or our issues in health and all, but we rarely discuss about mental health. Even rarely we address it, and even rarely we try to do something about it. I, because of my profession or the life that I live or whatever, stress, tension, pressure, anxiety, everything is just was very, it was just a daily routine. Lack of sleep, disturbed sleep, which led to a lot of other health problems also. I joined this course in January 23, and this was thanks to one of my relations, my Bua, who introduced me out here. And I'm grateful and thankful to her and to everybody from the trust, especially Mantra sir. The whole course is designed in such a way where you start understanding how your body works, how your mind works, and the basic things of life that will just improve the quality of your life. In our day-to-day running and routine, I realized that the quality of life, what we are living, is extremely poor. And the course only helps you build into that, it makes you understand a lot of things about yourself, about your emotions. Like Sir just asked a small question while you were introducing, or while the introduction was going, that how many of us feel the emotion of jealousy, of anger? Anger has been like something which is a part of me again for very many reasons, but I won't get into that. What the course has done is it has helped me channelize. It has really helped me understand my faults, my basic improvements that I've done in there. I have literally started sleeping 8 hours a day, and 8 hours of sleep in the night is the biggest luxury that money cannot buy. At the end, you may have whatever you may have or wherever you want to stay, but the simple luxury of life. I'm not saying that my entire stress of my life or tension, anxiety is gone, but what the course and what the teachers and what I would say Mankar sir or Guruji he has done is basically, how to deal with situations, how to deal with every situation in that, and not to blame a certain situation. Anyway, I'll not prolong my introduction or conversation. I would let the whole, but I would ask everybody to try it out. It's worth trying. Do it. Thank you.
Thanks, Abhishek. I just felt that I'm wearing an orange choga, the minute you said Guruji. I'm not a Guruji.
No, sir. My definition, sorry to interrupt you, my definition of a guru is somebody who teaches you something, who teaches you into anything that you're there. I conduct a lot of training sessions myself for the work that I do and all, but yes, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, all of you can visit our website, pratibimtrust.com, and you will see a lot of such testimonials. You will see all the courses that are listed there. You will see the programs that we do. We have a do-it-yourself program also. For those people who are unable to join this program for whatever reasons, time, you can do it yourself by joining our do-it-yourself module. You will get the information online. We also release a small video every Friday dealing with different aspects of life in a form of a conversation, question answer session. It's called Face to Face, and you can see all the episodes of Face to Face online. You might find some answers to some of the issues in your own life in those videos. So spend some time on our website. Do register for this batch, and I hope to see a lot of you joining this batch, experience the magic of life and breath, transform your lives. And if you have any questions now, I'm very happy to answer you. Thank you for your patience. And I am right here for the question answer session.
I wanted to ask you that this is a 20 session, so we'll be having almost till November 29th.
That's right.
So there may be days where we cannot attend because you cannot foresee what can happen in the next four plus months.
I agree.
So what is the alternate? Do you have recorded video available? What is it?
All the breathing exercises are in a video format, which will be posted on the WhatsApp group after the lesson is over.
Okay, thank you.
So all the breathing exercises you will not miss. The entire lesson is recorded. So in case you miss a lesson and you request for the recording, it can be sent.
Okay, thank you.
Plus, I am available to you 24/7. You can ask me questions on the WhatsApp group. The minute I read the question, I always answer the questions. There will not be a single instance where I have not answered a question.
Thanks, sir. That's all. That was my only concern.
Most welcome.
And the details about the payment, how do we make the payment for
Payment
the course?
online. When you click on the register for the course, you will automatically be led through a very easy process of registering, at the end of which there is a payment portal, and you pay through various options that are available to you, which is all there on the screen. If you are not able to do it, one of our admin will guide you. You can get in touch with any of our admins.
Website will give you the details.
Yeah, the website has all the details. But in case you find
Thank you,
trouble navigating through the website, somebody will help you, handhold you through the registration process.
So, sir, this will be an online course. You don't
Yes, this
require
will be
to
online. You don't require to move out of your house or wherever you are. You just log in on the link that is provided, and we accept new registration till lesson number 3. So the 3 Sundays, forthcoming 3 Sundays, new people can join. So those who have missed the introduction, they can see the introduction on the website. There is a pre-recorded introduction on the website. You can click on that and show it to your relatives and friends. Those of you who have missed attending this, they can see that, and yet join this course either on the 18th or the 26th or the next Sunday. 3 Sundays, you have the facility of registering for this course.
Okay, and you said this is a basic course, so there is also an advanced level.
Yes, there is an advanced level which deals a lot with spirituality. That depends on your level of interest. So we don't talk about the advanced course right now. We'll talk midway through the basic course. If you're interested in developing the spiritual side of your existence, then the advanced course is definitely for you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Sir, I would like to ask a question, sir.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Sir, thank you so much for the information. It was really amazing. Thanks a million, sir.
My pleasure.
Sir, I was like, I am practicing Sudarshan Kriya past 15 years.
Okay.
Okay, obviously there is a vast difference what I was and what I am today because of the breathing technique.
Right.
So I was like, sir, is it quite similar to the same breathing technique that
I have not done the Sudarshan Kriya, so I am not capable of answering that question, but I can say that these breathing techniques are unique, and there are 8 other breathing exercises besides pranayama, and they don't require you to twist your body into different asanas. You are comfortably seated either on a chair or you're in a standing posture. So it is basically dealing with diaphragmatic breathing and certain body movements to enable the flow of prana energy throughout your body. The essential reason for disease is the obstruction to the flow of prana energy.
Yes,
and what our breathing exercises enable you to do is to facilitate the flow of prana energy to various parts of your body.
Yes, sir. Sir, thanks a million, sir. And sir, if you skip it, the video will be there on the WhatsApp group. In case if you skip it due to some
I will borrow Shah Rukh Khan's dialogue. Main hoon na.
Yes, sir. Sir, thanks a ton, sir.
Most welcome.
I
have a
Sir,
question.
one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, one last question. 90% people are like, they just want to, they always work towards weight loss program. Everybody is very keen for that. So there are some couple of techniques which have been taught in the sessions for that.
The breathing exercise enabled one of my students to lose 7.5 kilos in 5 months.
Oh, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Okay, sir. Thanks a million, sir.
Most welcome.
Sir,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, Rupal.
So I'm already suffering from ILD,
Okay.
and so I have tried with Brahma Vidya before,
Right.
but somehow or the other, I'm not being able to practice. Like even while breathing also, I feel there is a lot of obstruction. So for even a single Bhastrika or whatever, if I do some Kapalbhati, if I try to do something, I start coughing and everything just goes haywire and I cannot concentrate in the things.
How old is your ILD?
So 2016 it was diagnosed.
Okay, and how much steroid are you taking?
So at present I'm in a minimal dose of 2.5
Visolone?
Visalon.
Okay. So you're not very bad at the moment.
Yes.
But I need three things for you. I need your time, I need your commitment,
Yes.
and the effort. We will guide you.
Okay, sir. Yes, that is always there. I will be always committed to my thing whenever I start something. But the only problem is if I get disturbed and nothing works, then my all energy goes down and I become very low, and then I don't feel like doing.
Your biggest enemy is your mind and your fear.
True, maybe.
Lung disease is a factor of fear.
Yeah, I generally get scared very fast for even a small thing.
The minute you said ILD, I know what is the reason.
Okay. All right. So
स्पीकर कैमरा दोनों ऑफ किया अभी क्या करूं
So,
ऑफ नहीं ऑन कर रहा
so if I join the course, you think within that span of some few months, I'll be able to perform better, right?
Your quality of life will improve, but ILD is a disease which normally the pulmonologists say there is no cure.
Yes.
Yeah, but your quality of life will improve. You will retard the deterioration. If you practice regularly, you will. I have a student who is suffering from ILD since 2013.
Okay.
And she is still practicing regularly, and her deterioration has been very low. She is a very regular practitioner, and her deterioration is low. Maybe I will ask her to speak with you.
Perfect. So, like, if I stay generally 6 months in US and rest of the time in India, so that thing is balanced. So, quality of air over there is very good. So, I don't get anything over there. As soon as I land here and everything, it just starts,
Okay. So this lady is in Mumbai, and she has been practicing very regularly.
Okay.
From the time she joined the course, she has told me that she has ILD, and I said that if you are regular, it will retard your deterioration. And it has actually happened. I'm seeing her for the last almost 7-8 years now.
Oh, okay. So can you share her number or name?
I will.
Okay.
So you are on WhatsApp group. So can you just make a request to me on WhatsApp to share her number, and I will send you the number.
Okay, fine.
On the WhatsApp.
I have one question.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes.
Most welcome. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, please.
Yes, Geeta, go ahead.
I'm going through some difficult situation in my life.
Right.
Will you specially guide me for that? I'm suffering from ovarian cancer.
Are you the angry type?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I will guide you.
Okay.
Because I'm qualified in anger. I'm a PhD in anger.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody else? Any questions?
Yeah. So, hi, sir.
Hi.
Yeah, Vishal this side. So I
Yes,
just want to
Vishal.
understand, so it's maybe too early to me. You have a life and breath camp, which is a residential program, right?
Yes, we conducted a non-residential life and breath camp in Chembur last month.
Oh.
Chembur Gymkhana. So we also have this option of a non-residential life and breath. Where are you? Where do you live?
I'm based out of Bombay. Yeah. It's in Vikhroli.
You are in Vikhroli. Okay. So
Yeah.
whenever we have a camp in Mumbai, and we are probably planning another one in Chembur in August. So you will come to know on the website, on the WhatsApp group itself.
Perfect. Yeah. Great help.
But
Thanks.
I would recommend that you join the online and then buttress it with a camp.
Yeah, I have enrolled for online. So this is my first class. My friend has referred about this because I was looking for a long time.
Wonderful.
So he guided me for this. I
Excellent.
have already enrolled. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anyone else? Yes, Akshay. Oh, you're not Akshay. Akshay is your son.
I'm Raj Makhija. I'm his father.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Raj Makhija. I'm Akshay's father.
Oh, okay. Yes, Mr. Raj, you have a...
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I went through hiatus hernia, which was
Okay.
pressing against my food pipe, and I lost 13 kilos in 5 weeks.
Okay.
So, is it possible now? I'm cured to some extent, and
Right.
is it possible to gain back my weight at the age of 73? Will the metabolism work for me? at
Your
my-
overall condition of health will improve. I'm not sure whether it's a good idea to increase your weight.
No, but I've got empty pockets in my ribs, in my arms, and in my
okay,
legs.
okay.
You know, all the muscles have evaporated.
No, the muscle strength will be regained. All that will
Muscle
happen.
strength is there. Energy is no problem, sir.
Uh-huh.
But I
You
don't like
you
the
want a
look.
little you want a little flesh. Okay.
Yeah, little flesh here and there.
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Everything
At
is
my-
possible for prana energy. The healing factor is prana energy.
Okay.
So
Good enough for me. So
as
I'll
long as you connect with the prana energy, which will be in abundance if you do the breathing exercises, then you have to direct your prana energy for whatever you wish in life. So if you wish to put on weight, then you have to direct the energy towards increase in weight. If you want to reduce weight, you have to direct the same energy to reduce weight.
Okay. Increase weight and improve my gut.
Your gut will definitely improve. There is no doubt there.
Right. Thank you, sir. I'll be
Nice.
joining you, of course. Nice talking to you.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Sir, will you be sharing the registration link on the WhatsApp group?
It's already there, but we'll repeat it.
Okay,
Sir,
sir. Thank you.
I have just shared again. It's there on the WhatsApp group, online 27.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Suresh is another trustee. He is also the admin. Any other question? Thank you, all of you, for attending. Yes, transformation is a promise that I give everybody if you promise your time, effort, and commitment. My guarantee.
Will you be teaching us in the course?
If you don't like my face, I'll ask somebody else to teach.
No, I'm just asking.
Yes, this batch is planned by me, so I think I will be doing that. But
Okay,
I
thank you.
can always wear a mask if that works.
No, sir, that was not the intention of the question.
No, I'm joking. I know that was not the intention. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Praveen sir, thank you very much for this free session. And I must be thankful to Nishit Joshi in Ahmedabad.
I spoke to him yesterday.
Yes, through which I got connected to you,
Okay.
and I am very much delighted. Although
Thank
I
you.
am a student of this mind since last 30 years. I have written a book also about mind.
Wonderful.
But today's course has given me lot of inspiration to connect you further, sir.
Wonderful.
Thank you very
I
much.
look forward to meeting you next
Thank
Sunday.
you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, please convey Mr. Nishit Bhai that I have attended the program. Myself, Nikhilesh Chatterjee from Kolkata.
I will tell him that.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Oh, you're in Calcutta?
Yeah.
We will be conducting a camp in January in Calcutta.
Oh, so nice of you, sir. I want to let me have the connection, sir. Regular connection.
Yes,
And at least Eastern India, I can help you a lot, sir.
Wonderful. So there is our teacher Shashi Bhuwania attending this class. She is going to manage the Calcutta issue.
Okay.
So Shashi, just note down his name and number and you can connect with him.
Shall I say my number now?
Yeah, you can.
768. My name is Nikhilesh Chatterjee.
You have registered or not yet registered?
No, I have not yet registered. Some financial problem. Because of some financial problem, I have not yet registered. But I am very much interested to register here.
You please register and leave the financial problem to us.
But without by paying money, it is not possible to register, you know, sir.
It is possible to join the free introduction, no?
Okay. Okay.
So, see, in India, there is always a second line.
So nice of you. Okay. So my number is 768 180 2662. Hopefully, you might have noted the number.
Shashi has noted.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, I have noted.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Most my pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Any other questions?
Sir, I want to just, hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to thanks Archana Didi. She's my sister from Ahmedabad.
Archana Kedia.
Archana Kedia. I just want to thank her. Yeah.
She is our pillar.
Oh, yeah. So I just want to thank her because she's telling me from last 1 year.
It took you 1 year to obey her. My goodness. She
She's
just
been
has to say
messaging
something
me,
and
but
everybody in Pratibin obeys her.
when the time comes, when the right time comes, when you're
right. You're
when
absolutely
you're
right.
blessed, I think you get this opportunity. So
Yes, you're right.
looking forward, sir. Thanks.
Great. Me too. Thank you. Any other question? If we are done, shall we close or anybody has a question?
Yes, sir, we can close.
Thank you, all of you. See you on Sunday next.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.